Stop right there, Zahra. You won't advance any further. Freya, did you not learn the lesson last time? It's you who hasn't learned anything, Zahra. You've even convinced that the other Zahra, to protect the corrupt at R.I.F.T, right? It's not like that, Freya. You know they've closed the portal room, right? So you didn't know. We're all going to die here if we don't stop that weapon or whatever it is. If this is the only way of destroying R.I.F.T, then so be it. I won't let you any closer. Even if it means your own demise, and even if they had resorted to lying to you,
Yeah, like, this feels really extreme. No matter what your justification is, it just feels like a little bit much. Speed mode.
well, now you know precisely what to do.
Yeah, they're also shorter phases, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm. Because you did run them as a gauntlet. Well, no, you did run them.
Oh, we're not doing the chase round.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. That's the difference. Because, yeah, now she's just gonna do blue fists. Oh, other side.
Mm-hmm. I like the voice acting that they have for the actual characters. The characters when they're doing attacks and such.
I kind of appreciate speed mode boss time.
I'm sorry it came down to this, Zahra. You defeated me, but...
You won't stop the weapon in time.
Okay, well, that remains to be seen. I know that you're well-meaning, Freya, but spend some time, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you stay here talking to me, you're wasting valuable time, Zahra. Go do your thing. I wish that those would be, like, pressed to continue.
Yeah,
too.
I know. It's too fast. It's not so bad, and like it's one of those where I know the audience if they feel, oh, this.
Is that a portal?
It's a balloon.
Oh, balloon.
Remember, we're doing rehashes of every level. Why was the slime level the first? Overcompensated. Because
no, you mean the dinosaur level was first.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. So, oops. No.
I mean, I think that was the order they were mentioned. Ripjaw.
Yeah, except for like on the list, is Gootopia. Remember? Mm-hmm. Like on the level selection, it was always Gootopia, dinosaurs, and then the robots. Oops. And I'm kind of confused about the order in this.
You're starting a little soon.
There's a perk that you can get that increases your iframes. Mm-hmm. It actually made it substantially easier to get through these, timing-wise. It's not so bad, but it is noticeably I guess it's noticeably more difficult-ish.
Oh, there you go. How on earth did you get that enormous machine in here?
Ladies and gentle robots, are you ready to feel the final confrontation? It is your favorite host, Honcho, against Zahra Sinclair, Agent of R.I.F.T, who will finally get crushed to a pulp in the season finale.
You're aware that no one's watching, right?
You're making this much less exciting. What fun is smashing you if my fans aren't watching?
Yeah. You want to stop me. You won't surrender, yada yada yada. Let's get this over with. I don't have much time.
I want to try and stay in the middle to get him as much as possible. He barely does damage.
Ouch.
Good.
Yeah, so at some point you'll have to investigate what those hard modes are. Well, or the difficulty levels.
Dang. They really stunlock you there.
Oh.
What? What?
You were never able to get this, but this was...
No! He's not hard because he dies real easy. But, like... It's... Oh, wow.
Oh, only in one go?
Huh. Another giant robot wasted. Do you know how expensive these are?
Sorry. It's that face, so punchable.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
What stupid thing can I do without my honcho bot? I'm no fighter, just a businessman. Wow, that was incredibly fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, I got the important part. Which was just that its face was punchable.
Sinclair, what an unpleasant surprise. Isn't this the part of the story where I offer you to join me?
Tough luck. How about the part of the story where you tell me what your plan is? What's that outside the window?
That's our new toy in action. The fissure will devour the station along with the rest of the extraverse in a matter of minutes. It wouldn't be possible without the power of your station's core and the metacatalyst we stole. Thank you for that.
Destroy the extraverse? Not on my watch.
We've been planning this for years. I won't be denied my revenge.
Are you just planning to die with all of us? You're crazy. Or are you gonna run like you always do?
The time for running and hiding is over. No more need for disguises. And it is...
Boss time.
Boss time.
And is it him?
Yeah, it is. It is Dash.
Dash? It is. You called it a long time ago.
I'd call everything.
You just like so many years of planning. Well, I'd foil my plans.
Why is there no music?
Yeah, that is a little weird. You would expect an epic boss theme. But no, I wouldn't doubt it if he's angry because R.I.F.T didn't lift a finger to use their healing goo.
Is this what R.I.F.T sends to stop me? A child? Ow.
What's the meaning of this? You were with us when Suspect X appeared.
Yeah, this is gonna take a second try. Yeah, the
Heal up?
R.I.F.T will pay for my suffering.
So you can't heal? Oh, you don't have enough healing.
Yeah, they don't give me any healing here.
Is this really you, Dash? I don't understand.
Dang it.
Oh, that's because of the lasers.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Good job at getting your friend arrested.
You're tough, Sinclair. If we keep going like this, you might defeat me. Unfortunately for you, the conditions have changed.
Oh, look. That one looks a little bit more crazed with more shadows around his eyes. Wait, a different nose? And stubble?
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here.
Is this just other universe?
Yeah.
Dash?
Alt-universe dash, probably.
Dash? 2 of you? You have a double? Like Rogue Zahra and myself. But why? Why are you doing this?
I'm doing this because Rift believes they can control the multiverse. I'm here to show them they can't.
The commissioner told me about your son. I'm sorry, but that won't justify...
After my wife passed away, my son was the only thing I had left. He was the world to me. But one day he got very sick, the same illness that had taken my wife from us. It's a slow and painful disease that lasts many months. Luckily, it's easily treatable on most Earths. I wrote a formal petition to Rift Command to bring a rare medicine to heal my son. I thought they wouldn't say no to their best agent. And, wow, the art changed. And yet, Director Delaborde denied my request. Rift regulations are very strict on bringing technology to where it hasn't been discovered yet. The risk of contamination was deemed too high.
They really shouldn't bring in people from those eras then.
Yeah.
Because they're bound to want to help
well,
or
this
save
is
their
probably
people.
why they don't bring them in, but...
Huh. But destroying Rift won't fix the problem.
My son lived for one more year. I don't have words to describe it. So after a year later, I returned to Rift and tried to get the technology to explore other Earths, similar to mine, where he might be alive. But Delaborde and the board denied me that as well. It's against the rules to let agents visit Earths too similar to theirs. I dropped their Boy Scout act. I started snooping away from Rift's prying eyes, and finally, in the Thunderdome's black market, I got the coordinates to an Earth like mine. I immediately traveled there with Hancho's help. Cost an arm and a leg. However, in that Earth, my son had suffered the same fate. I didn't despair and kept looking. Found a third Earth, a fourth, a fifth, and all of them it was always the same. It was always too late. The die was cast. Our sons could have been saved if it wasn't for Rift.
It's worried that we're being way too
Sorry.
loud at night.
We crafted a plan to destroy Rift. We created a weapon, but it wasn't strong enough. We tested it several times. We figured out we needed the meta-catalyst and all the energy from the station's core. And here we are.
So, you destroyed the other Zahra's Earth, and who knows how many more, just to test your weapon? You've hurt enough people, Dash. Stop the machine right now, or I'll stop it.
You think you can beat us?
I have to.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You've literally 1 HP left. Ouch. It's gonna start you at the beginning of the boss battle. Well, they weren't gonna start you full health at the second half, would they?
This game isn't that... Damn it. Damn it.
Well, we did guess right that he was trying to find other Earths where his son was still alive.
Oh, hey, there's the music.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Wait, revert sequence will restart everything.
I just wanted to switch my perks.
Oh.
I'm set up for fighting random mooks, not a boss.
So you should have had the flame.
I just need the iframe thing. The problem is they don't give you any healing ability either. Like, you have to do this all on one health bar after the entire game has been goofy cakewalk this entire time. It's stupid.
You're pretty much back to the same amount of health you had.
Yep. I mean, it's It's a steep difficulty curve. It's a difficulty cliff.
A difficulty cliff. They're just gonna juggle you with punches?
And, like, if I got a bunch of extra energy from... If I got a bunch of extra energy from, like, dodging, that makes sense. But no, this is...
You pretty much can't lose any health the first battle.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at least his pattern...
Pattern doesn't really change that much.
Yeah. But, like, notice how little energy I get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, luckily it doesn't get that much more complicated. But it's very merciless for no good reason when the game literally isn't good enough to have prepared you for it. Like, I like this game for its style and stuff, but the... They
should allow you to be able to change your skills.
Yeah, at the very least for this section. Or, like, just checkpoint you... Damn it.
It was a smidge of health. I know that you're doing well, but... Not a super fatal mistake.
Uh-oh.
Good job.
There's no tell. You just have to, like, kind of vaguely time it.
You got
there we
it.
go. Yeah.
Okay, so now you have practically a full health
Also,
bar for this.
I really hate the fact that you have to see the entire cutscene again. It's not actually that big of a deal.
You pretty much just have to roll through them, right? Oh, and they have that ball that comes after you.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, and the one guy's punching you while you're dodging?
I got a little bit of HP back from it at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Your simultaneous laughter. Okay, you've got him 50% of the way down. R.I.F.T has saved countless lives. It's not perfect, but we can make it better. Destroying it won't help. He's like, it's too late for that.
Oh, God. You can't do damage to them while they're doing that?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's okay. This one packs more punch than I expected, Agent. She was always a star student at the Academy, and she has learned a lot since. But it doesn't matter, as long as it's 2 against 1, she won't reach the weapon. 5 more minutes and our dream of revenge will be complete.
Your dream of destroying R.I.F.T will remain a dream. Zahra, you're back. I'm not going to let you destroy your world like they did with mine. If one Zahra is strong, 2 Zahras are unstoppable. Let's do this. But you have practically no health, and you're controlling her, so is this a mirror battle for real?
Yeah, it's a mirror battle. Okay. Secret strats worked. Is that
This
it?
music's fun.
This music is fun. I'm glad the music turned back on for the boss fight. At least his pattern literally doesn't change the entire time. Okay, that's a new...
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's that. It's just a counterattack.
Thanks for coming, Zahra. I owe you one. You'll pay for what you did to my home. Both of you will. Oh.
No. There's no tell. There's no tell on that one. No audio cue or anything. It's just...
Oh, you're almost there. Ah.
Look at how much HP he's got left.
One smidge. I know.
Got him.
Great. And you had a smidge of health yourself. Good job.
Ugh.
The Extraverse. Rift headquarters. 3 days later.
So... Yeah, Valerie was not, in fact, in cahoots. That's good, at least.
It was just 2 dashes.
Yeah. Which would explain why he had the bulletproof alibi. Honestly, I think I would have preferred it if it was actually Valerie and Dash in cahoots, because that would have been like a neat layer. But no, just clone time.
Come in. I feel like I slept for 3 days. You did? We're still alive. Still in HQ. Did it work? Did we save everyone? You did. Both of you. What, that other Zahra and you? Director de la Board, I didn't see you there. The 2 dashes are in jail now. They won't give us any more trouble. The other Zahra managed to slip away somehow. Commissioner, Director, there's something I would like to talk to you about. Dash and Rogue Zahra. The reason why they hated Rift. They're not the only ones. What I saw during my missions? There's a lot of things wrong. Resource hoarding, letting whole universes suffer, separating families and lovers. Commissioner, you've read my reports. It's not Commissioner anymore. You're talking to Director General Wiseheart now, Sinclair. What? I can't say I agree with the kind of changes you are suggesting. Rules and regulations exist for a reason. But it's clear that Rift needs change, and I'm not the right person to spearhead it. Rift will undergo changes, Sinclair, and I want Hollister and you to help me rebuild it. You'll still be agents, as we need the best. You've been promoted to Elite Agent.
Elite Beat Agent?
Wow, everyone's here.
You did it, kid, but don't go slacking to the gym now. Even the best of us can't skip leg day.
His legs are tiny. Oh.
Here's the woman of the hour. Zahra Sinclair, you saved us all.
Lady Zahra, we are deeply grateful for you. Your quest for the truth saved everyone.
Zahra, I'm so happy to see you back. We'd all be dead if it wasn't for you and the other you.
Zahra, classes have started at the academy, but I asked to come see you. I'm really happy we're friends now. Hate to admit it, but I'm a little jealous, Zahra. You definitely usurped my position as #1 agent.
Agent Sinclair, you have our deepest gratitude. The new director has allowed me to come live in Rift with my sweetheart. All thanks to you.
Zahra!
Skip, we did it.
Let's be honest, it was mostly you. Good job.
I need a vacation. Somewhere quiet, without dinosaurs, robots, or giant goo mutants, if possible.
You've certainly earned that, but first let's celebrate. You must be starving. Let's get an interdimensional smorgasbord going.
A Tale of Two Agents. Accommodation unlocked.
So you've finally come, Director General.
I'd be lying if I said it was easy to dash. I hate to see you like this.
I can't say I enjoy it either.
You deserve it.
You've changed, Val. Once you would have stood by my side.
I've changed. So have you. It's inevitable.
Don't you dare say it's inevitable that I lost my family if Rifted!
Was I not there for you when you needed it? Did I not do all that I could for you? You had friends who cared for you, loved you.
That didn't bring my son back!
And where were you when I needed you. You think you're the only one who suffered. When did you become so self-centered?
You're making a mistake locking me here. When I get out...
You betrayed Rift and risked thousands of lives. There is no when you're getting out. Bye, Dash. Hey, Zahra, over here. Ah, Zahra. No one knew you were here, or where you were. I thought you had left without saying goodbye. You know me, I wouldn't do that. I had to, say thanks to you for helping me. I'm happy we solved our differences. Thank you for helping us save Rift. Have you thought of staying with us? You could be a superb agent. Not to mention you don't have a planet of your own anymore. You know what I mean? Like, she really is a rogue agent.
Yeah.
I appreciate the offer, but that's not for me. I'm not you. I get it. What will you do now, then? You can go almost anywhere. I'm gonna travel around, see if I can help people my own way. I have a lot to make up for. Well, I'm sure we'll cross paths again. You can count on it.
Yay.
Thanks for playing.
My fingers hurt. But, like, not the I overtaxed them, but in the, like, I have rug burn. My index finger is actually shiny.
They're red and highly polished.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even being well, they're a little sweaty, to be honest. But yeah, my left index finger, from all of the dashing, feels, like, very, very, like, smooth. And, like, kind of rug burnish. It's very strange. So, honestly, this was adequate. I feel like a lot of the game mechanics really needed to be, like, touched up a little bit and polished a bit better. Like, I feel like with
I really loved the artwork and the characters and the music, and I just wish there was more detective work going on.
More detective work, more characters, and less on the platforming, because the platforming didn't excite me. It was, you know, there were some neat puzzly things, and it was kind of fun hunting for the gems. But honestly, where this game shined was the characters.
I would have really loved to have, like, had to infiltrate one of the seedy bars on the robot planet and talk with patrons. And you know how Pineapple had just given you a file, like, tracing everyone's whereabouts in the city? Yeah. What if you had figured that out?
Yeah,
or
like, we worked with Pineapple and stuff. Like, yeah. I think this game would have worked really well as, like, a Wandersong style game, where you're just running around talking to people and, like, solving a couple of puzzles, but it's mostly just, like, go here, talk to people, find clue, follow up on clue, so on and so forth. Maybe a little bit more freeform, but still. Oh well. I mean, it was still fun. I liked it. The bosses were definitely the highlight of the gameplay. I thought each boss was nice and unique and fun, but needed some tuning. Because, like, I definitely got hit, like, a bunch of times in weird places that weren't very fun. Like, when I was getting juggled by the robot guy. And I mean, obviously, that last section was frustrating, because just, like...
I actually wish that they had fleshed out a couple more of the characters. Like, I felt like I didn't really know the cat girl that well.
The cat girl,
Sasquatch.
the Sasquatch, the evil botanist lady. You know, like, I feel like the inevitable betrayal would have felt so much better if there was an arc to it, as opposed to be like, she likes plants, she's friendly, she's... you know, from an interesting planet. Oh, she's evil.
Because most of them had maybe one thing you presented to them as evidence.
Yeah.
Sometimes two.
Yeah, and sometimes they'd have honestly, if they all had interesting, unique things to say about stuff that you presented them, and, like, way more clues to, like, move around and whatnot. I don't know. Voice acting, Katie Auger for the one voice line.
Well, wait a minute. But there were voices for, say...
Not really.
Oh, no. So, Green Lady, Freya.
Yeah.
She did have...
Yeah, so like, she's probably Katie Auger.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because otherwise, it was... what T-Rex Dude and the other people had some... there were some voices there. Most definitely. Who knows?
But yeah, I did like the characters. As far as, like, an alternate dimension games, like, The characters didn't feel like terribly outlandish or like not fit for the job.
Pineapple.
I don't care.
I know.
He was one of my favorite characters. He was charming.
Mm-hmm.
And like I realized that it's this like stupid joke, but who cares? I mean, it was very much a Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation of just like, why not?
I really liked Vorix.
Yeah, he was
cute.
adorable.
Definitely.
I think it would have been cool if there were like a bunch of little side quests and you help people out, and depending on who you help out, they're in like better positions to help you at the end. So like maybe at some point he just like shows up and like busts through a wall and just like restrains something, or like.
That would almost require the whole branching ending situation that you would have with other RPGs.
You wouldn't necessarily need it to branch. You would just need to have ending A, but if you have this character, this happens. And then if you have two characters, these two things happen. And so eventually it's just like, if you have allied yourself with everybody, you just solve the mystery right out and you just skip the final sequence and everybody's just like, it was him. And then they just don't make it. I don't know. And yeah, more worlds would have been nice too. I would have much rather had, 9 disparate worlds to explore than 3 worlds to platform through, maybe.
Yeah.
It was fun.
No, I really liked it. I liked, as I said though, I liked the characters and how wacky they were.
Yeah. Character design and aesthetic matters tremendously in games. And I really liked the fact that they actually had the visual novel style interactions and cutscenes. The little talking head boxes were so boring. But like I felt so much more of a connection to this game and these characters than, say, any single point of Diablo 3. I couldn't give a hoot about Diablo 3 because of the presentation. But I cared about this. Despite my grumps, like, I truly cared about, like, what was going on and stuff. And yeah, all it takes is, like, some interesting characters to latch onto. And they were interesting. I sort of want to see the world the eldritch creature came from. I know, me too.
Where humans are prey that go in their spaghetti.
Oh, 13 AM Games is their publisher. That's why it was 13 AM. That's why their time was all mucked up.
Oh.
There's also surprisingly little, like, back and forth between the two.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was going to be a whole story arc involving other Zahra, but
it was...
They were saving it for the, my world was destroyed by...
Yeah. And it wasn't bad, but, like... Again, I think I truly would have preferred more time sitting around just, like, talking to these characters than platforming.
Must be so weird being the Dimensional Police.
Yeah.
Dimension hopping annoys me almost as much as time travel. Not...
Uh-oh. So what happened?
Of course, it's the after credits.
They're locked in prison, with higher security than ever.
Oh my gosh, it's all of them from all the other worlds.
Those Sinclair girls, it's all their fault. I've been telling you all this time, it wasn't a good idea to only send 2 of us.
So, of course, the implication of there are more of them out there.
Yeah, I love the characters. I mean, look at all these designs just here. The Smiling Man was a fine villain. I wish they had messed with the proportions on him a little bit. Because it was a little bit too obvious. Like, that's part of the reason why I was, like, coming up with alternate theories on, like, who could have done it. Because it was so obviously, like, the right shape to be Dash. And I'm like, what if it was, Skip?
Oh, they have even the enemy.
Yeah,
enemy
not?
Robots.
Any character portrait they came up with, and they're all cute. Okay, I didn't care too much about Miss Ham, but I mean, the box was actually pretty fun. I feel like this game took heavy from Mega Man. It did for a lot of the like character design, and like I can see where they were trying to go with it, and it actually like is a really nice step in a direction. And if they wanted to keep up with this sort of thing, I think they would. But I think either they'd need to polish the actual, like, level design and gameplay, Or just ditch
Really
it in
invest
favor
in
of...
the mystery stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know which would be a better idea, but it's like... I guess I would prefer to play a game with no gameplay and a phenomenal, like, story and characters than an adequate game with pretty good characters and story that just, you know, not enough of it. Maybe that's me. I have no idea how it works in the market. I just play a lot of platformers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, platformers seem to be the thing.
Well, it's... A lot of us grow up with platformers, and they're relatively easy to produce. If you're making a 2D game, you know, there's a lot of resources there, and these people had made a platformer before this, so it makes sense for them to make another platformer. And... I mean, I almost wish they'd actually... Oh, that would be good. Keep the boss fights, because the boss fights were great. Make them easier, maybe. And then... just, like, get rid of the platforming, and you're running around solving problems and crimes and stuff, and at the very end you have, like, an interesting puzzle boss fight. None of the level stuff, maybe no upgrades, and just, you know, kind of really balance them. I don't know. Oh well. This is fun, though. I like the plant sergeant. He was great.
So, what makes this double cross? Because it's a double cross.
It's a Mega Man
betrayal,
reference.
Double characters.
Yeah. Well, and also double crossed, as in, like, betrayed.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
2 double cross. Yeah.
But it's...
Betrayal and duplicates.
Yeah, and 20XX, double cross. It's a, like I said, Mega Man reference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was fun. But thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
I don't know what it's gonna be. Sorry if we got a little tired by the end, but it was kind of nice to just sit down and just burn through an entire game in one go.